like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and leave me a comment. Without further ado,
Hyperdellic.
Hey kids, it's Hyperdellic, and today we got some more Marvel Legends series, Secret Wars. This time around it's Cap. Yeah. Now, I've only got one gripe about this Cap, and that's that he comes with a shield that's all busted up. That just seems stupid. Like, why? Why did we do this? Why, Hasbro? What were you thinking? Other than that, I'm thinking, dude, I can't wait! That is a really cool lenticular image. I love it. It goes from Steve Rogers to Cap, then Steve, then Cap, then Steve, then Cap, then Steve, then Cap. Yeah. And I don't even know if he needed to come with an extra head, but I like that he's got like the evil look on him. It's great. I love this Cap too. This is a very classic Cap. But what I really like about this is that the texturing on that, upper body continues onto the arms and then also continues onto the forearm where they break the sculpt there. That's pretty cool. And if I am not mistaken, it would appear as though there's some wash in there too. So, man, I'm really excited for this one. All right, so like here again, it shows that we can like swap out for other pictures. Here's all your packaging information, if that is something you need. And we can see that we got all of these guys coming. I've got him coming. Should have seen a video with her already. I don't know if I'm getting Iron Man or not. I'm on the fence, but I'm definitely going to pick up the Beyonder. And let's read the bio. It says, when the Avengers, the X-Men, and the Fantastic Four are transported to a strange planet, Captain America is chosen to take the lead in fighting the ultimate war. Quand les Avengers, les X-Men, et les Fantastic Four. No, I'm going to stop right now, as I'm probably just ticking people off. Alright, so that's all of the stuff on the package. That's Cap. Let's open him up.
Hyperdellic.
And we're back. There we go. He's all open. I got all his stuff out. Yes, it's like a week later. That's just how I roll sometimes. Sometimes I get excited and I really want to open up my figures before I do the reviews for them. And so what I do is I film the opening part of the review, and then, I mess around with them, and then I come back and, finish the video later. Sometimes I don't finish the video. There's a bunch of videos that I have never finished. Like, I meant to do Brawn from the Transformers a long time ago. Never did it. Also from the Transformers, I meant to do... there was a bunch of them that I meant to do. Like the neon orange and pink Jazz, and who else? Soundwave. Soundwave and Shockwave, actually. Yeah. I got a real issue with Transformers. I don't know what my problem is. I have a lot more Transformers than I've let this channel show. But one thing that I am loving the heck out of is the fact that they have decided to dip into the Secret Wars kind of style, old school. I mean, oh man, they're hitting the nostalgia marks. Like all of those boxes are getting ticked off. This is my childhood here. I mean, when I had my USS flag, Captain America came aboard often. It didn't matter if he was like twice the size of G.I. Joe's. I didn't even care. I had him. I had both Spider-Mans. Doctor Doom. Who else? Oh man, one of the other bad guys. I don't remember what the other bad guy was. But I freaking loved the Secret Wars figures. And Cap is just kind of... He was, the whole reason for the Secret Wars, line, seriously. These shields with the lenticular changing picture. I love that. That is so cool. Like, the fact that they did that is like, they're paying attention, first and foremost, to the folks that are here, collecting. And they're like, oh, okay, that's what you want. All right, we'll give you that. So I gotta say that I definitely appreciate that about Hasbro lately. Pretty much every single one of the Secret Wars figures is great looking. They hit all the right points. When we zoom in on Cap, I'll show you a couple of the features that I really, really like. But real quick, we're going to talk about his accessories. Now, what would it be without a secondary head? Come here, Cap. Focus. Zoom. So, there's this second head. He looks all angry and he's gritting. But my caps are that cap. That one right there. That nice smiley cap. One of the other things that they give you. Well, you know what? First, let's talk about there's hands. Lamb. Okay. So, you know, and it's a nice variety. I kind of leave the punching fists on Captain America usually, just because I like, you know, my one buddy calls him Captain Sucker Punch, so I just kind of go with that. And he's always got punching fists. The other two Captain Americas that I've had in the past all kept their punching fists. But the other accessory, aside from that shield, that he comes with is this shield. And I mean, as far as I know, I believe in the comic, the shield got busted. I don't really. It's been a long time since I've read the Secret Wars comics. But all I have to say, Hasbro, is what I'm gonna do with this, huh? Like, what the hell am I supposed to do with all these broken pieces that don't, fit together? Like, that would have been cool if the shield had fit together, and then you could bust it apart. But instead, I've got this shield, and I got these two stupid pieces of the shield. And, I mean, like, for real, Hasbro, for real. What were you guys? I mean, seriously, like, I feel like it's one of the dumbest accessories that he could have come with. I think most of us collectors would have been perfectly happy with just this lenticular image shield. I don't know. Like, the shield is just, I mean, it's just kind of stupid. Like, I remember when I saw it in the pre-orders, I was like, why does he come with two shields? What's the point in this? I was like, if you're trying to get a Secret Wars action figure, you're gonna probably leave it in the package. Two, you're probably, if you're taking it out of the package, you're more than likely gonna pose it with the Secret Wars shield. I mean, I can't see too many scenarios where you're gonna pose them out with that busted up shield. I hate it. I think it's a stupid accessory. It's gonna get put in a little baggie and thrown in a drawer somewhere. Oh, Hasbro. Why do you, Hasbro? But other than that, I mean, he is a pretty phenomenal figure. I'm super stoked about him. He replaced my more modern Captain America that I used as my everyday display Captain America, and I gotta say, I'm not going back to anything anytime soon. I really like the upper chest texture. They did a great job giving him that chainmail kind of look. I actually like this figure's ab crunch. It's really done well. It is. It's done really well. It's kind of one of the best ab crunches I've ever seen on a figure so far. And at first I thought I was going to hate the piratey boots, the piratey superhero captain boots, but there's just something about him. It does look kind of like old school, but man, does it look old school. And it looks awesome. I love that he's got the wings on the helmet. It kind of hits all the right points for me as far as Captain America goes. Or Captain Sucker Punch, as my buddy likes to call him. Because that's what he does. He just sucker punches people, right? I mean, that's Captain ain't got no laser beam eyes or anything like that. He's just really powerful, like super strong and like very agile, and has incredible I don't know what the word would be, but toughness. I mean, I guess I don't know. I didn't even know toughness needed to be its own thing. But let's zoom in. And we're going to take a look at some of the finer points of this figure. All right? Okay, we're going to do that.
Hyperdellic.
All right, so closer in. Now, I'm going to say this much about the head. I love the wings. I love the A on the front of the head. I love the classic cartoon comic book style look of Cap. I do. I appreciate it. First thing we'll take a look at is the head. It goes about like that. And then you can go down like that. He has a dumbbell on a rocker, so I mean he can get some range. it's not bad. It looks pretty good. The side to side is not as good just because that rocker only goes forwards and backwards. Let's take off that, T-pose him. And, I mean, that's not bad. That's a pretty decent T-pose. He goes up higher than, you know, just straight out. Let's see if we can go any higher. Nah, that's about it. But that brings me down to the bicep cut. And, you know, before we move past that, I just want to bring attention to the chainmail armor. Like, I love it. I like the detail that they put into that. I think it looks really smooth and nice. Like, I mean, like, not smooth, but like, well, when I say smooth, I mean like well done. Like they did a bang up job on that. The only place it bothers me is right here on the bicep. I feel like I appreciate that they put it there, but I feel like the execution was not so great. The shoulder is fine. The shoulder basically matches, you know, this. Although, yeah, it's blue plastic. So, I mean, they went with all of that matching. The lighting is kind of making this blue look different than this blue, but in normal lighting, it's not noticeable at all that they are two different parts. In fact, it looks pretty good in normal lighting. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I won't lie to you. I'll be completely honest about, you know this about me. If it's jank, I'm gonna tell you it's jank. He's got double jointed pinless elbows. There's no wrist or cuff movement, but you know, wrist moves fine. Horizontal rockers. Feel like you can go back and forth. No pew hands, basically, is what that means. He has an ab crunch, and normally I hate ab crunches on my action figures. I do. I can't stand when they put ab crunches on some of these figures because it cuts up the articulation or it cuts up the sculpt in a way that it's noticeable. But they did an excellent job on Cap hiding the ab crunch. The one major gripe I have about him is that he's got one of these kinds of waists. But a lot of Marvel Legends have that, and they don't seem like they're going to give up on that one anytime soon. So, you know, hey, it is what it is. But these colors, though, they just look so good. They have such punch to them. No pun intended. But they do. They look so good. I love that, like, almost powdery blue like look for Cap. If we come down to legs, I'm going to point this out because I didn't see it up on top, but there is definitely some sort of a wash kind of bleeding into the cracks of you know, the leg sculpt. And then we come down, we have a pinless double knee. Not bad as far as backwards movement, but he doesn't quite make it to the booty. And that's okay. That's fine. I mean, hey, not all of them do. Crotch kind of comes out like that. There is no drop down or anything on these. You go that far forward, and that's great. You can sit. The booty gets in the way of it going any further back than that. So this is about as far back as you're going to go. We've got some hip cuts, and then double jointed knee. I think we already said that. And then we've got a boot cut and an ankle, you know, articulation point. The ankle goes about that far forward, and whoa, about that far back. Okay, why has he got such amazing, you know, like ankle articulation? It's because he's Cap. He's agile. he's got some agility. Yeah. So that's our Cap. There's the booty. You know me. I gotta show it up. I appreciate, again, like I've mentioned this before, I appreciate that when they give you like little stretch marks going across the butt crack, like it shows that they actually paid attention to the butt, and they were like, yeah, I mean, I'm not just gonna do the front, you know, they did the backside. They, you know, I appreciate that. Thank you, whoever it was that sculpted this at Hasbro. Thank you. I'm not into man butt, you know, I mean, you know, and I don't begrudge my friends that are into man butt, female or male. Hey, you like what you like, I like what I like. If that's the cup of tea you're gonna have, you drink all the tea you need. But yeah, that's Cap. Now we're gonna take a look at this shield for just a moment, because it's excellent that they did this. It pops open just like the originals did when we were kids. It comes with a Secret Wars diskette that you can put in there instead of the other picture. It tells you how to put them in. There are notches so that you don't, have it going semi-sideways, which is nice, actually. I mean, because you want the lenticular picture to work right. Bam. 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 I really dig this shield. I do. I really dig it. I cannot wait for my Spider-Man. I also have Titania, which I'm going to be doing shortly. I was originally going to do Titania first, but then I decided Cap needs to go. Just because, the new Captain America movie's coming out and all of that stuff. It's fresh. I want to be as timely as possible. I don't know when I'm going to get to Titania. She might be next. She might be the next video I drop. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what kind of a Marvel Legends mood I'm in these next few days. But yeah, I love every detail of this figure. And what's going to be even better is doing some poses with him and seeing how he stacks up with some of the Marvel bad guys. All right, let's do that now. And we're back, and it's time for final thoughts. I love the heck out of this figure. I really do think he's probably going to be the one that sets the bar for all of these Secret Wars figures for me. I had Cap, I had Spider-Man. They were two of my favorite action figures ever. I used to take those things around with me all over the damn place. I am so happy that these are being done again. I am so happy that they are doing a great job with them too. Like it really does hit all of those nostalgic notes. Yeah, I feel like if I took a vintage Secret Wars Captain America and like set him alongside of this one, they would have extreme similarity. Like you wouldn't see a major difference between the two. I mean, granted, this one's definitely more updated, got a lot more detail to it. Something that the old Secret Wars figures definitely did not have. They did not have a huge amount of detail in them, but they were fun. They had life to them, and they were one of my favorite toy lines when I was a kid. So, I mean, I'm stoked. I can't wait for more of these. And it seems as though they did well. I mean, all over the place they were selling out. It was hard for me to track down a black suit Spider-Man. I got one coming, but it was hard for me to track one down at first. I want to say like some of the places it went on sale and then was available again shortly afterwards. I could be mistaken on that one, but that was the experience I had. I definitely didn't have enough time to get any on Hasbro's site. And I'm a freaking member on their site, and I need to like purchase through them because it definitely saves me a lot of shipping costs. But I never get to them on time. So we'll see. We'll see what happens in the future. Do I recommend Cap? I absolutely do. If you like the old school comic book looks, you're going to like this. It's going to make you happy. I mean, right there. That makes me happy. Just that view right there. It's just so good. I cannot wait for Spider-Man. And I hope they do a regular Spider-Man too, because I really want one of those with the shield and everything. I believe they did a fantastic job. I'm going to give this a 9.5. There's a couple of paint, mistakes that I got to call out and say, hey, QC really is important. You guys need to pay attention, Hasbro. I've had a couple of figures now from Hasbro that have had some serious paint issues. I got to cut that crap out. I'm tired of fixing my action figures. But yeah, other than that, it's a fantastic sculpt. It's a fantastic, like the joints are great. That ab crunch, like I can't get over how it doesn't bother me one bit. It just doesn't. It's there and it's not bugging me. Maybe it's because of Cap's, red and white stripes and that hides it well. Maybe that's all it is. But whatever they did, I mean, that was great. I'm glad that they paid attention to it. Again, I highly recommend this figure. Go out and get you some, kids. Come here, Cap. Yes. He's got the heroic voice. Yes, I am Captain America. And I will sucker punch you so hard because you're a bad guy. Well, you guys aren't bad guys. I love you all. I'm very happy that you decided to take some time and watch my video. Thank you for stopping by. I love you all. I hope that if I'm finding you in the morning, you will have a great day for the rest of the day. If I'm finding you at night, I hope that I don't make you giggle and drop the phone on your face, because that would suck. I do that all the time. You got to get like a more secure phone holder thing, you know, like especially if you got like an iPhone, because you can like, you know, use that mag stuff to like, you know, put different accessories on. You know, get one of those accessories where, you know, you got like a little loopy thing that you can put on your hand, and that way it doesn't like, you know, slide off and smack you in the face. That sucks. I don't know why I'm off on a tangent about it. Cap, tell everybody what we need them to know. Down here, you need to subscribe. Turn on notifications. Yeah, turn on notifications so that you can see when I do like a giveaway or something like that, because I got a couple of those coming up. What else, Cap? Over here, you can send some love or something like that. I don't know what the heck that is. Yeah, there's a little like, you know, little button that lets you throw some cash to the channel. Hey, you know, throw me a couple bucks here and there. I could definitely use it. These action figures ain't cheap, you know. And you know, if you want to support the channel in any other way, there is a Patreon page. You could also become a subscriber plus or member or whatever the heck they're calling it. You know, and basically you get like a little thing when you're on live chat, and you put your name in the videos and all of that stuff, and I say thank you for being a friend. And I don't know, I went Golden Girls on you guys. Maybe because he's part of the golden era of comic books. Maybe, kinda, sort of. Look, don't mess with me. I will send Captain America after you. Yeah. All right, kids. Remember, play is important. It's good for your brain. It's good for your well-being, all around. Play with yourself. Play by yourself. It's okay to play by yourself. Don't play with yourself a lot. That gets messy. I mean, it's fine if you have to play with yourself a lot, but you know, just, you know, make sure you clean up before folks come over. And remember to play as often as you can, and to play hard, but not with yourself. Right. All right. Hey-o!